Happy Easter, everybody. Good morning, good day. It's the Truth Serum. Come in, hang out, we'll do a little Easter show and see where it goes. And get yourself a coffee, water, um, orange juice. It's the Truth Serum. We go over a lot of different stuff here, and I'm an interactive channel that comes in and rock and rolls with the people that come in here. I tell stories. They could come in, hang out, and we could bounce things back and forth. So I'll wait a minute while you guys go while all you people that aren't there yet, uh, beware. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Let's get this wig fixed first. Holy cow. What happened to this hair? When you look it in the camera, it's the opposite. So I'm going to wait to get some people in here because I got to send out some thank yous to some of the good people that helped me out. I'm also an author. Ta-da! They Dead Missed. Probably one of the best books ever written. Got to be confident, folks. Sometimes we get down with Jesus calling, spiritual stuff. We're not robots, are we? What else we got here? Where's my producer? Where's my editor? I don't know what that is. Notes. Excuse me. So I have a lot of fun doing the channel. We're rising up. We do it the hard way, but I'm going to get there. I will get there no matter what. With a little help from my friends. I'm going to try with a little help from my friends. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Come join me if you hear me. Come on. Well, the truth, Serum, some people actually do have lives. Some people are out with their families and celebrating Easter at church. The truth, Serum, you have to realize that some people actually participate in the human race, unlike you. So, Joe Ruffino, there's the captain of the ship. Happy Easter to you, my friend. And continue to be the king of the world. I'm plugged into the wall this time for the power, and it ain't gonna be like, oh, my charge is running out. Oh, geez, what do I do now? I only got 2%. My charge is running out. I'm locked up. I'm locked up right to Niagara Falls, Niagara Mohawk. So I want to see if I get a couple. Well, a lot of my people, I don't know. I got a list of other people on here that I want to thank. Easter Sunday. So I'm just going to hang in there, Joe. I'm just going to hang in there. I was going to do, like I told you, Joe, when I was over at Atwater and you came in, you did a great presentation. And I was going to do one. They shied away from me doing the speech because they knew I was going to put it down straight to them. We got James McCarthy here, and we got Geir Zachariasen. I met the king, real one, in Norway. I met the king, the real one. You, Mr. Zachariasen. James McCarthy. Happy Easter You're the top guy on my list for thank yous for supporting my channel. James McCarthy, happy Easter. God bless you and your family. Rise up and continue to be what you already are. Geir Sekariason, you met the king, the real one in Norway. I've wanted to go to Norway. Well, who doesn't want to go to Norway? And, you know, so that's cool. I'm going to tell you guys a story right here. This 3-pack of people: Joe Ruffino, James McCarthy, Geir Sekariason. Kind of, it's not really an Easter story. We're not talking about Peter and how he denied Jesus 3 times and what was wrong with Peter. We're not really going to get into that. I'm biblical literate, I think, but because Easter reminds me of a time, well, I'm 60 years old. There's a lot of memories. So are you guys ready? It's not what you're going to expect, okay? It's not what you're going to really expect. My mind is shot, but thank you, James McCarthy. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you, the New York Jets 15. Thank you, DC White Boy. Thank you, Ivan Lore. Thank you, Italian Stallion. Where you been, Italian Stallion? And thank you, CXW 7SH. Where you been? But thank you. Grandbino, where have you been? But thank you. AGK Banks, thank you. And your partner over there too, thank you. Just Larry, thank you. And Sherry, I didn't know you watched my channel, but thank you. Thank you, my good people. Thank you, Joe, James, and Gear. All right, I got to get into a story here, all right? It's been 7 minutes of this gibberish, but my thank yous aren't gibberish. James, you touched my heart, bro. I mean, let's move along here. Well, when I was a little boy, my mama called me out my name. She said, who do you think you're fooling? All right. I'm about 13, 14 years old. And I used to go take a bus to the city and then walk across to a friend's to catch a ride to Buffalo Raceway. And I used to walk around the City Hall circle. There was a circle, and I used to cut through and then go upwards and onwards to my friend's house where I'd catch the ride. So I'm going through, I'm maybe 13, 12, 13, 14. I'm walking through. This is a bad story to be telling on Easter. I'm not even sure if I thought it happened around Easter time. Maybe it did. But I'm walking through and a guy committed suicide and he jumped from on top of the city hall and he got impaled by a flagpole and he was suspended on it. You wonder why I'm nuts, ladies and gentlemen? And Christ is King, Dapper the Rapper. And it's a commotion. But so I was on the other side, like of the circle where it was the furthest away. And like at first, there was like 5 people going, whoa, and then, when people start looking up, it's like contagious. People are looking up and then all the heads are looking up. I go over And at first I thought somebody had threw something off the building and it got stuck or whatever. Looking, and it's a guy that got perfectly impaled. And I don't know why I told that story, but I think unconsciously he was like this. And today's Easter and the crucifixion of Jesus, and he was impaled like this. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know where I'm going, but I think it was the time. EB23, Happy Easter. All right, Ernest. You could call me Ernest to make it easier. No. Mm. Ernest. So that was a bad story to tell on Easter. Please forgive me, folks. Please forgive me. Um, I don't know what other tricks I got up my sleeve, but geez. Mm. Can you imagine when Peter was rolling with Jesus and the first time Peter saw Jesus? Uh, well, I don't know the basic exact facts, but he threw the net over the one side of the boat, and he didn't catch anything. And he said, "Throw the net over the other side," and there was a multitude of fish after that, and then he changed the weather when the boat was rocking. Can you imagine rocking with Jesus back in those days? And he was doing these miracles, and that's your homeboy. Forgive me, God. I don't mean to say put him in, but that's your man, that's your buddy. And then your buddy says, "Yeah, Peter, you love me so much, you're gonna deny me 3 times by the time the rooster crows. You're gonna deny me thrice, 3 times." No, I'd never do that. I'd never do that. Because he said, "Follow me." Peter, and then Peter went on to start the churches. So, yeah, Peter gets a bad rap sometimes for denying Jesus, but it was supposed to happen that way because he knew Peter would start the churches. And we all know what happened to poor Peter. I think Peter got beheaded. Joe, is that true? Did they behead Peter? But when and they wanted to put Peter on a cross like Jesus. They wanted to put Jesus on a cross like Jesus, but Peter said, "I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of being crucified like Jesus. Put my cross upside down because I'm not, I can't, I'm not the same as Jesus." So he had to get convinced when he said, "Follow me." It's like, yeah, follow me, but in this physical world, you'll deny me 3 times for the physical aspect, but you won't deny me for everlasting life. So I deny Jesus all the time. I'm a sinner. I'm denying, not like, oh, I don't believe in you, but I'm denying his instructions. I'm denying the ways to be a good Christian. But we all fall short of the heavenly glory. Like in Romans something 16:13, but we all fall short. It's not like that doesn't mean we get a free pass to just say, well, I'm only human, you know. So it doesn't mean you get a free pass. Like when I was little, I used to do these little scandalous things, and then I just thought I just go to confession, and Father A can just say, "Okay, you could start fresh. You could start fresh this week." I was like, "Wow, this is a pretty good deal. I could go be a sinner, and then I just come back and just wipe it all clean." So uh, that's cool. That's cool. Uh, Yeah, the New Testament is far different than the Old Testament, and that's too much to unpack right now. That's too much. But in life, see, I that's when I do a lot of these shows that I truly believe in the spiritual realm because of the angels that I literally know to be real in my experiences. Now, God and the super creator of whatever you want to label could send legions and legions of angels here to earth and clean up everything nice and tidy. Well, why don't they do that? Why don't they do that? Because it's not that easy. You have to earn your stripes to say you have to. This is the game. This is the setup. This is the world. You have to seek knowledge, come across something that could spark your thinking and your spirit into and set your heart in a certain fashion where you're on the same page. So that's that. That's that. But Jesus rose. Jesus rose and he was walking with a couple of the disciples or something, and they had that Thomas. That's why they get the term doubting Thomas. Doubting Thomas, because he was like, "Oh, they stuck a spear in you, and you were bleeding, and blah blah blah, and this, and you." But he was a knucklehead. But everything was supposed to happen the way it happened to get this message and story. Because every time you think somebody's a knucklehead or this or that, it was for a reason. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm that knucklehead. Okay? So I was running crazy and wild, and I was knowing I was far from the biblical commandments and Jesus and all of that. I still believed underneath all this crazy stuff I was doing, but you could do a lot of different things and say, well, I believe, I believe, I believe. But what are your works? Jesus come out and say, talk is cheap, Billy. Talk is cheap. Like Peter. Oh, you won't deny me. You won't deny me. You won't deny me. Okay. But what's your actual behavior? What's your actual works? Works. That's why I do spiritual stuff here to hold up my end of the bargain. And these are my works. And my mind gets scattered, but I have to do it. I have to do it so I can, when the next time I pass away, I'll be set up with my heart. And because I believe, folks, I believe. How can this godly spiritual Jesus universe, How can this? How could they know what your behavior was? There's millions of people running around. How are they gonna know? Well, hey, yeah, well, who do we have here? Oh, we have JoJo here. Yeah, back in 1987, he did this. Back in 1992, he did this. How do they judge everybody? My theory is your heart is a data card. Your heart stores data. Happy Easter, Francis. So, that's my belief. So, thank you guys for joining me. We used to go to the church. My daughter went to parochial school all the way from pre-K. She went to Holy Family. Then my daughter went to St. Joe's, and then she went to Notre Dame. And I've always had a spiritual aspect to me. And when I was younger, wow, James, I didn't know you were saved, bro. Yeah. And not to bring the mob stuff in here or any type of mafia type of related stuff, but the gangsters in their houses, these families were very spiritual Christians. Some of them, my good people, they would have like shrines. And I thought I was biblical literate sometimes. You're just talking to a guy and you're throwing some things around, and then I might try to throw at one of these wise guys. Yeah, something in Proverbs or something. I just maybe throw some little Scooby snack at him, and just to pick his brain to see where he's at about biblical knowledge or anything. I was a little immature, but I was curious, psychological psycho that I was, to get in somebody's mind. And the guy would come back with an answer that completely blew my mind. I never read him that way. I never read him that way to, you know, he's going back and then he's elaborating on it. And I was like, geez, I don't even have an answer for that. He just hit it out of the park. So a lot of them, I was surprised to find out that we're really, really biblical literate. And when I was trying to give a guy a little therapy here and he was going to pay me, you guys heard the story, but I did not elaborate in those prior stories that the one of the guys was talking like, I'm going to hell, and he was, going he was a biblical conversation, and I was thinking, this is the farthest thing I ever expected from this guy. When you're just watching these behaviors and then there's another side to them. So thank you, James. Look to this day, for it is life, the very life of life. In its brief course lies it all, the realities and verities of existence, the bliss of growth, the splendor of action, the glory of power. For yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision. But today, live. Make every yesterday a dream of happiness and every tomorrow a vision of hope. So, yesterday's gone. We should learn from the past, but keep your eye on the target. That's all. Keep your eye on the target. I did videos, a lot of different videos on Facebook a while back about what makes a good Christian. Like, how am I a good Christian? I I don't go to church every Sunday. James, man. James, man. Gosh. Thank you, sir. Thank you, buddy. Man, you're a good guy. Jeez, thank you, man. I appreciate that, buddy. God bless you. And how do I measure up? Now, I trip because I've been saved. I've been saved by the angels and divine intervention many different times, from the streets to medically. And the last time, as you're well aware of, when I was on the life support and I started having, thank you, James, James McCarthy. I started having dreams and vivid dreams. And I used to meditate and try to do a lot of things like paranormal with meditation and quiet the mind and all that kind of stuff. I tried to explore a lot of different things. But when I come back, it was 6 miracles for me to be like this right now, let alone have air in my lungs. And why did I get spared? Within those 3 or 4 months, 5 months, while I was on life support, 12, 13 people OD'd that I knew and died. And on the day that I died in New York State, 37 people OD'd and one survived. Me. And I got spared by these angels all the time through the whole trajectory of my life. Bizarre. And this last time, I was doing my YouTube channel and then talking about crazy mafia stories and not trying to integrate some motivation, some knowledge, some wisdom, some help. People are struggling, and there's no coincidences. There's no coincidences. And so why, you know, did this happen to me? And I didn't get the same fate as 40 other people. And you get like survivor's guilt. Survivor's guilt. I go to the cemetery and I look on the graves and it's the same date 10 years ago. It's the same date when I went down. And it's a weird feeling. James, God bless Joe. Where else can you get a good laugh and no Chaz? It's a nice fresh bouquet from the vineyards of 2030. And yeah, what do you think, Mike? Yeah, a beautiful Sauvignon. It's swamp water, James McCarthy. They're peddling swamp water over there for $250. Mike, there's a drought in California. Where are you getting those nasty grapes from? Oh, we pick them from all over the vineyards of southern France. Yeah. I got some swampland for sale, and they got some freaking dried up grapes for sale. Okay? Let's continue, my dear friends. I never waste a great opportunity to bash Mike Francis, but today's Sunday, Forgive me, universe. You know you could set me up, James. You know you could set me right up. Put it right there. Yep, he took the bait. No, thank you for your support. So I had the survivor's guilt. Like, geez, but and I know my mom's been passed away since '09, and I know my mom didn't raise no gangster. My mom didn't raise a gangster. I was a mama's boy. I'm still a mama's boy. She didn't raise no gangster to be up here trying to get numbers for numbers on subscribers, views, and play the YouTube game. And my mom didn't raise any gangsters. She raised 5 kids by herself and did a great job. And so, and I thought, as far as my nurturing from my mom, that I better show what I'm really made of here and share knowledge and wisdom and try to be why I got spared so many times in my life. Because I want to rise people up. If the angels and God are going to bring me back, they'd want me to share something to their other children. We are children. Share something to the children. Maybe there's something you could say. There was a girl before ready to commit suicide. She watched me by accident, and I was talking about something, and I got a thing from her on Facebook, and she says, "You saved my life." I was like, "What?" "Well, I was watching you over on YouTube." I was like, "Well, stay strong. We are the kings and queens." So you guys get the point, right? You guys get the message. Uh, so, and I could be good at that. I could be good like that. I hope to believe that I'm confident because I am confident to do these shows with not the resources, the physical resources that could enhance my show, but I do believe I'd get the same numbers in a cave or in a Hollywood studio. But I get support from this compassionate followers here, and I got the support and backing of the angels on my team. So that's why I literally believe that the other miracles that were bestowed upon me were far greater than me having a successful YouTube channel. So the way I look at it, this is a walk in the park compared to what I've been up against in my life. So I could do it with the light, boom, boom, boom. Hey, it's good enough. It's the message. It's the entertainment. It's the stories. That's where the rubber hits the road, and I'm confident. I'm confident. So that's all, folks. How'd I get on that tangent? Mr. McCarthy, no fried bologna today. Perhaps a good slice with onions, and of course, a pack of Senecas. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are good to me. So I don't know. I'm slipping. Sometimes I refer to them. Hey, Mario Mendez, how you been, man? Good morning. Thank you for your support all along. You know, James says, "Come on, that crooked light in the back." I swear, one day it was like, "Stay great, Mario. Stay great. You stay great." One day this light was like this. And I'm going blah 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 blah. I was like, "Oh, I seen the video. It was way over." All right. So stay great, Mr. Mario Mendez. And Mario Mendez been riding with me a long time, and these guys gave me confidence. I had to maintain a default confidence because of what I already explained, about this or that. But you have to we have to unite. We have to unite. And you know, I might be so confident in everything else, but it's great to hear somebody say, well, don't worry about you forgot to turn the other light on for your video, Joe, or don't worry, you didn't put the curtains open so you could get that light, or this or that. Don't worry about that, Joe. It was a good show. So that was cool. I was like, wow, that I could still do a good show, and people might not be going, oh, geez, that's whack, man. Look at this guy over here. He don't have, there's no introduction, there's no editing. Look at this guy. But you guys started saying, no, that's good. That's good. Keep going. I had confidence, but you still need to hear it. A lot of confident people still fail. Don't work too hard, Super Mario. Mario's been here a long time. When did you subscribe, Super Mario? Were you within the first batch of 50? Mario, you ain't been here that long. It was coffee time. I switched couches. And when I was a cup of JoJo, I started out being a cup of JoJo, and I switched it, but I have the sign, coffee time. You were within the first 100. Yeah. Ta-da! It's coffee talk. Saturday Night Live. It's coffee talk. So that will never balance. Don't even try it, Joe. Make yourself look goofy. And no push with the merch. Yeah, you were in the first 100. I think you were actually, yeah. So, yeah. Joe Ruffino, be confident, be true to yourself. I remember a cup of JoJo when you had 6 subscribers. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. That's a true blue dude, and he knows the spiritual stuff. We got a similar past of running, and then we finally wake up and say, "Woo, hold on, buy stocks." We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that. I'm stuck in the 19s, 915, 917, but I kind of flattened out at this 917, but that's all right. I think they refresh the subscribers so often. I don't know, because I know I should be gaining. I should be gaining more subs, but whatever happens with that ticker happens. We're just gonna keep putting it out, my good people. That's all. What are you gonna do? The numbers started making me crazy early on. I really was tripping out by stocks when I first started, and I kept looking, and well, right off the bat, it was a drought. It's hard to get one subscriber. Believe me, it's hard to entertain one subscriber. It's hard to get one. But I was doing this as an experiment, and I started making friends in here. And I thought, well, hey, I'm in my apartment. I'm not doing anything. I need some socialization. So that was it. Buy stocks. I tried to get 750, but gave up. My theory is like the more you get, the easier it should be. Because as a viewer, a lot of times a viewer scrolling through and they see a channel that's got 11 subs, they pass over it and go, well, this guy's a failure. So the public is scrolling and going, oh, look, the truth serum's got 7 subscribers. He's no good. So I understand that. So I would think the higher the numbers, the viewers think this is more of a legitimate channel or a more entertaining channel or whatever to entice a possible subscriber to come in and check out your show. So, because that's why I believe the more you get, the more it's easier psychologically for a viewer to say, well, he's legitimate. He's got 900 subscribers, but I'm bottomed out at 915. And I also would believe that YouTube puts you in a better algorithm also, but I'm bottomed out at 915. I'm bottomed out. Forgive me, folks. Hold on. This is going to be a long show. It's going to be topping up my coffee. Oh yeah. So, oh well. I've been the underdog a lot of times, and now this ain't really being an underdog. It's easy. I have fun. The numbers are the numbers, but I have fun. David BMX. We got to figure out when he was riding. We got to figure that one out, Dave. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna get jacked up on this caffeine. Hold on. I know, leaving the screen, I understand. Leaving the screen in the middle of doing a YouTube show live is probably, but I'm going to get jacked up on this caffeine. David BMX, happy Easter. When did you get in here? Under 50 subscribers or under 100 subscribers, David BMX, number one? When did you get in here, bro? I know you've been here for a while. Yeah, hey, Mr. H. You're on my list of thanks. Yeah, you've been in a long time. Yeah. I know the thumbnail game, using Goodfellas thumbnails. And, I put, yeah, you were here in the beginning, David BMX. You might have been in the first 10. I could put in the thumbnails. Now, you see I wear that suit in the picture of my videos. And if I put mafia lawyer, blah, 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 the viewer will think I'm the mafia lawyer because I'm in the suit like that. Oh, thank you, Buy Stocks. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Was that a cup of coffee? I'm going to get jacked up. God bless you and your family, Buy Stocks. So I could put that in there because I was showing the interview with John Gotti's lawyer. And I put John Gotti's lawyer, and in my picture of the video is me, and the viewers just thought, wow, this must have been John Gotti's lawyer. But I could manipulate the thumbnail, but I don't want to use a lot of clickbait, and I'm gonna tell more gangster stories. Thank you. Happy Easter to you, Buy Stocks. I appreciate your support. Yep. You're also on the list for the thank yous. So I've learned enough now, but You put Mike Francis in the video. I could only do so much. Sammy the Bull Gravano in the video. I mean, in the title. And you know what? I reached a certain point of subs and viewership and meeting you good people, but I'm not going to just totally be a hack like that. There's some other stories I could tell, which I got to put them in strategically now than just total saturation. Mike Francis this, Mike Francis that, Mike Francis this. Uh, you, you you learn a little as you go, and that's that. I got to be a little bit more reasonable in, and then you play the bash game where I don't really like bashing. I like bringing people up. I don't like to bash like that. Yeah, Mafia Boss. Yeah, that was Mike Francis's trick. Former Mafia Boss. He put it in all his thumbnails. He was running the Boy Scouts. He was running a Boy Scout pack of Boy Scouts. He puts in his thumbnail, Mafia Boss. And he better be glad all them guys are passed away, because that's a flagrant foul. Mm-hmm. Mr. H, thank you. We'll hang in there. Just hanging out with you guys is a payoff. See, this is set up. Yes, I want success. I want monetary gain and everything else. But this is set up for a win-win. I can't lose because I have fun doing the show. And I talk. I get to meet other friends. I'm 60 years old. All my best friends. Tomorrow I'm going to a funeral for my best friend. All my friends are gone. I'm not going to cry a river or anything, but you hit 60 years old, people move around. But my best friends through my whole life are gone. Gone. So I meet new friends, help the burden. Sitting here 60 years old and just rot away like an old man. No. So this is a win-win. Yes, I want success. And I want there to be a payoff. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I want there to be a payoff, but I like to rock and roll. We have fun. You guys are comedians too. you guys are funny too. So I like unity. I like unity. Well, you know what, you guys? This sign has been like this, okay? This coffee time. This sign has been like this from the beginning of time. I never once didn't even realize you could flip this up. What time is it? Wine o'clock. Mike Francis should have this. What time is it? It's wine o'clock. Me and Chaz Palm. Hey, Chaz, what time is it? It's wine o'clock. I never realized that. Hey, IH Farmer 81. How you doing? See, now I can't even get. I never realized that. Funny, what am I here to amuse you? No, he said it, Tommy. What am I here to amuse you? No, he said it. No, the kid's just playing around. No, you got it all wrong, Tommy. No, he said it. What do you mean? Funny how? Just how you tell a story. No, tell me. Believe me, I felt like Henry more than once with some of them guys. Yeesh. Yeah. I'm trying to give the guy therapy. He's forcing me to give him psychological therapy. And then I don't want to give the true psychoanalysis of the guy, and I have to tell him, well, your ego is shattered. You have low self-esteem. What do you mean? What do you mean? You told me to give you the. I don't want to play this game anymore. Please, I don't want to play this game. I don't want to be the gangster's on-site therapist. No, that ain't gonna end well. That's not gonna end well. Trying to unpack all that stuff. Yeah. Then Sam, the boss, said, "What happened?" Because this guy told another guy up there at the club, and he said, "Yeah, that JoJo thinks he's cute." He said, So Sam caught wind of it, and he said, "What did you tell him?" Because Sam knew I was well versed in just some psychology. I said, "Well, I told him he's got low self-esteem and he's paranoid, schizophrenic," and he started laughing. He goes, "Yeah, you're right. You're right. Did he pay you?" "Yeah, he paid me." He said, "Be careful what you tell him next time." Be careful. Tell him you're a completely stable guy. You're very stable and well adjusted, and some of these guys were already psychologically compromised, and then you throw in violent things that they've done that just adds on to because, like I said, a lot of them were Christians. And then they're really sinning, and then they were already compromised to start. So you just get, "Hey, Joel Gold, how you doing? We got the hillbillies. I love the hillbillies. The Beverly Hillbillies. I love the hillbillies. I want to live in the woods. I want to live in the woods." So yeah. I'm gonna do some other stories of being in the woods and spooky. So what else we got going on here? Thank you, G. Zachariason, Joel Gold, James McCarthy. Thank you. Buy stocks. Thank you. I appreciate that. David BMX. You see, one little gesture. I look at things. One act of kindness and one little gesture, not financially. I'm saying, well, that's a great gesture financially, but words, because David gave me confidence. Even though I believed I was the best while I had 7 subscribers, one little inconsequential thing you might think is inconsequential, or one little thing changes the whole equation after that. You see these stories about a lot of different stories about this or that, but it started with this. This was the starting point of this. And the trajectory can go a lot of different ways, but if you're rising up, well, success or people trying to obtain success, it started here when I didn't have 10 subscribers. Now I'm up here talking like I got 100,000 subscribers, but it's because I'm confident and I believe that my show is better than channels that have whatever subscribers. So that's where my mind is at. Please forgive me. I'm not like I say, I'm not a pompous, egotistical guy. I believe the way I believe, and I'm in it. I'm steadfast in it. So what else we got here? Thank you, Buy Stocks, David BMX, Mr. H. Yeah, Mr. H, I put a lot of that stuff in the thumbnails. It's easy views. And I could get tricky with the thumbnails. but I've done everything the hardest way you possibly can. So when I start manipulating things better, it'll be because when you can do it rolling upstream, that's that. So it's a win-win. I get to talk to G. Zachariason, Joel Gold, James McCarthy, Michael Candinas, Michael K. You always come in right off the bat, start me off, get me in a good mood. You see, I, I make it. I don't know if I make it look easy or not. I don't know if I make my show look easy, but I feel it like, well, I've done 450 videos. I'm comfortable behind the camera, but I still feel like, okay, you gotta do this. I hope you could do a good show, Joe. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Mike comes in here right off the press, and it's like, yeah, guy's cool guy. So that's why unity is cool. Unity is cool. And that's why I don't like to do the pre-recorded I don't like to do the pre-recorded videos and just upload them because I don't get to hang with you guys. I'm the only channel that hangs out with the guys. I was late to the morning sit down. Hope I don't get whacked. Nah, man. You're gonna get love here, Joe Gold. Yeah. So I like that. It's a win-win for me. So I'm not gambling. I'm not participating with OTB. I'm barred for life with all that stuff. I'm not going to the casino. I'm not doing anything. I'm going to do my shows, put my time and energy in these shows, forget about these crooked casinos. And I got harassed and persecuted for no reason. You've seen my videos. I got to move on. I'm bigger than that, you know. But I want to go to Gulfstream Park someday, But to patronize these places, no. When I'm the enemy, no. James McCarthy, yeah, I had 400. I've been at it a long time. Yeah. Mr. McCarthy, I've been pumping for a long time. And I never even put a Cash App or a link to my book for a long, long time. I enjoyed what I was doing. I enjoyed doing it. I'm not wealthy like them other guys that are just wealthy and they get a lot of support. I'm not wealthy like that, but I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing because I'm better than them. Whatever the numbers are, I'm better. If the world catches up to facts, if the world reality catches up to the facts that I believe in myself compared to other channels, everybody's got their own niche. This is my niche. These other people got their own niche. I got to rock and roll regardless of what these other guys are doing. So, because I'm confident. That's all. You got to be confident. All right, Mauricio, good to have you here. So happy Easter to everybody, or whatever your spiritual, religious beliefs are. Happy day. Happy day. Happy Universe Day. That's all. So sometimes I'm in here because I know how precious life is, being given 4, 5, 6 chances at life, and people dying suddenly and your close friends and everything. But sometimes I just want to be aware that time and life and your time here is precious. So yeah, we're going to have stresses and negative things, but we got to get on point and set up for that 3-point. We got to get on point to even take a swing at the bat or jack up a 3-pointer or throw a 90. We got to set ourselves up and position ourselves here first. And then the world will follow. So I wasted a lot of time I wasted too much time. If I was thinking right years ago, I'd be set up beautifully. But I can't cry over spilled milk, and I got to do now. As long as I'm still alive, I'm going to do it now. This is my project. I'm going to do it now. Yeah, I wasted time. You don't want to be 60 years old and in my financial situation. No. Should be running corporations for all my degrees. But that's life. Everything happens for a reason. I trust in the universe. So whatever is whatever. I have a beautiful daughter, and that makes me the richest man in the world. So doesn't pay the rent, but it makes me the richest. Give me that first. Give me that. Give me those blessings first. And if I'm a hobo on the street, I'm still the richest man because I have my beautiful daughter. She works abroad. So, Roseanne Ash, how's it going? I see you on Facebook. Yeah. So we still have a chance, David BMX. But I wasted so much time, David, that it's, you guys are a lot younger and everything. Yeah. When I was coming out of the hospital after all that, I went to this rehab thing. They were smoking those. That's when the vapes came out. Wow. Yep. Hey, Wyatt Earp, how's it going out there? Happy Easter to you, Wyatt Earp. If you get a chance, Wyatt, tell Jesse James I said I'll meet him at the OK Corral at probably about 10 o'clock. I'll leave a shot of whiskey and a beer on the bar, okay? Thank you, Wyatt. But it's never too late. What if we could still be strong? I'm 60. Well, what if I could still have some pep in my step at 80? So I could get a good 5 years here, do this project, so maybe if I got some longevity, I could still get there for my goals and dreams. So I might as well try while I'm alive, because I'd hate to be 80 going, well, geez, you wasted another 20 years, Joe. Well, now just, get the pine box ready. No. It's the bottom of the ninth. The score is tied. It's full count, and I'm at the plate. So I'm ready. I'm ready. It's my last at bat. I'm gonna make a good swing. It's 84. It's still going. There you go, Wyatt. Yeah. So that's 24 years from me. So maybe I could get a lot done during that time. Maybe I could get a lot done. But I can't lose because I'm still enjoying this. What the heck? What would I be doing right now watching TV in my bedroom waiting for the basketball? All my friends are gone. They're all passed. My last best buddy, I'm going to the funeral tomorrow. This shit hits you in the face. I lost two of my best friends on planet Earth growing up. Didn't make it to 40. Diabetes. Diabetes is bad, man. And two others, well, it's all bad. I don't want to get into the God bless that, but so sometimes I need to wake myself up and say, stay focused. Well, you're 60. Well, no, I'm rocking. I'm rocking. I'm rocking. Wyatt, you'll be 100 years old, bro. You'll be 100. So when you were 5 years old, you know how long it felt like till you made it to 20? Yeah. See, diabetes. Well, you're lucky you made it to 84. I'm just saying with diabetes. Did you get did you have juvenile diabetes or did you get it because of your diet and just old age or anything? I'm just asking questions here. So you know how long it felt like from first grade to being a senior. So, like 13 years. 13 years. Well, that seemed like forever. So that seemed like forever. 13 years. So 13 years from now puts me at 73. Maybe I could get a lot accomplished in those 13 years. So that's that. Oh, type 2, lighter. Okay. Well, get those vegetables in and vitamin D, vitamin E, and everything else. I don't want to talk about medical cures and medical things and that because you know why, folks, so we won't get there. And so thank you, folks. We're past the hour point, 1 hour, 7 minutes. Thank you, James McCarthy and Buy Stocks. Thank you. Thank you, folks. Man, we're going to get there. Just keep riding with me, folks. There's a lot of room on this train. Let's just keep riding. See where it goes. I had, let me see what I was going to do coming up. I'm going to tell the life support story this week. My experience being on life support for quite a long spell. That's coming up down tomorrow or the next day. And then there was, I don't know, this kind of crazy story, but there was a guy in the crew and close to the crew that his brother was gay, and that's going to be an interesting story. I don't have anything against homosexual or gay or anything like that. I'm not. People are people, and what they want to do, yeah, whatever. Well, that's not biblical. I don't know. I mean, I'm messed up. People, I don't know. Well, but it got a little crazy at the club with somebody was joking, and back then they would say a $2 bill or a $3 bill, which meant like homo or something, and then it got a little crazy. So we're gonna do that story. We're gonna put that in there, and the other guy though, you wouldn't have known it though. The other guy, you would not have known it, but who knows? I got another story about hiding in a place because I was so whacked out and crazy, and so we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going, and and I do want to. It's not in my notes, but I do want to redo the video of when that the illegal search with the marijuana and all that. There's some other stuff in there that I didn't, because there's new people in here and they don't go back and watch the old videos. So there was some good juice in some of that stuff. I hope they're entertaining. So yeah. Well, there were people that were trying to rob me, so I I would try to bait them in. You know what I mean? I try to bait them in, and then ta-da! So it's 12:30. I know it's Sunday. It's Easter Sunday. I know you people. Thank you, Roseanne Ash. You probably got family and stuff and Easter and do whatever you do on the weekends. And Wyatt Earp, keep trucking, man. Keep trucking. You'll be 100, bro. David BMX, thank you. James McCarthy, thank you once again. Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. You're real good to me. You're good to me. You're all good to me. I appreciate the financial support. Mario Mendez, you told me a long time ago, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing on. Ario Speedwagon, my first concert. That's why I'm deaf in one ear also. Joel Gold, G. Zechariason. Now that name seems so easy to say. What a name. Zechariason. The winner of this year's Nobel Peace Prize, Gerard Zechariason. Come on up, Mr. Zechariason. IH, International Harvester Farmer 81. Michael Candinas, stay great. Mr. H, thank you. Buy stocks, thank you, thank you, thank you. Double thank you, buy stocks. The Captain Joe Ruffino from the notorious Genovese clan. No, I'm just kidding, Joe. I know I'm just kidding, Captain. I'm just kidding. He's a man of the cloth. Thank you. Francis, thank you. EB23. Dapper the Rapper. Christ is King. All right. I feel good about this. I feel good about this. See, folks, you could still be a little psychologically slanted in the world and still have fun and enjoy like me. Okay? You could still have some whatever, but you could still, it's all perception and relative or irrelative or irrelevant. So I think this is an hour and 12 minutes. Thank you, Buy Stocks and Mr. McCarthy, as well as all of my dear friends in here. And just keep the right frame of mind. That's all. I'm gonna minimize it to just keep your head on straight, folks, and maybe that'll bring more stability in all areas of your life. So it all starts here, and then the world will act accordingly. So God bless you all. Thank you, Jesus, and all the angels on this Easter Sunday that I'm able to do this. Thank you, universe, for all the blessings. And I feel like the richest man in the world because I can't lose. I got winners like you, and that's a score to me. That's a score. I'm not going to gamble and do all this. This is my score. It's my score. So I'm regrouping my thoughts and reprogramming my mind. These casinos and gamble, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm a gambler for 50 years. I'm a gambler, but I'm turning over a new page of different reality and everything, and getting to another aspect of me. So that I'm betting on me. I'm betting on me. You guys bet on yourselves. I'm betting on me. That's all. Take up chess. So bet on yourselves. It starts here. That's all. I like to go to the casinos and socialize and everything, But most of my friends that went there, they're sick of these New York State casinos. Also, they're like, it's just, they're running game on us. They're running game. Sucker slot machines? No. I got to get it together up here. Reinvent myself. Reinvent my thinking. Stay focused with you guys. Rise up. I can't lose. That's a win. I feel like I made a score just hanging out with you guys. I got to get it together. I got to get my crap together and see what I'm actually capable of. Talk is cheap. So that's where we're at today, folks. I'm going to tell some good stories this weekend. Hopefully they're entertaining and everything. And stay in a good frame of mind. Stay positive. And who else? Who was on that paper? Stay positive. Kimmy. Stay positive too, Kimmy. And everything. So I'll go to Atlantic City. They send me all the things in the mail and everything. I'll go to Atlantic City with you, but Ave Maria. I'll go, James. No, but I'll go just to hang out. I don't need to gamble. I'll just go just to get out, do something, get out of the house. I always traveled. I'd get in my car and drive New York, Atlantic City, Florida, flight of eight. I used to actually be a human being in this world. So that's that. Stay in touch, James McCarthy. If you ever want to talk, go to Facebook, Joseph Monty, and that's that. I always love road trips. That was my thing coming up. There was a guy, Jorge Posada, New York Yankees. I used to say, come on, Jorge Posada. And we'd get in the car and just go. Boom, 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 boom. Just go. So, yeah, I'm game. I'm game on get out of my apartment. I'm game. So that's that. Mr. McCarthy, you live in New York, don't you? I don't know if he's still in here or not. But I think you already told me you're a Brooklynite. So it ain't much. But that Atlantic City, that New Jersey Turnpike, every mile there's a toll. Brooklyn. Okay, James, every mile it seems like there's a toll on that dang turnpike. They didn't pay for that yet. What's going on with that Christie there? Is he still around? Whatever. Let's don't talk politics, but I used to get frustrated on that turnpike. Jeez. But I'm game. I'm game. Brooklyn. Yeah, it'd be nice to do something, Garden State Parkway. Yeah. I'm on Facebook. You want to talk over there sometime? I don't know. I'll have the phone. Me and J Mac are on the Garden State Expressway, folks. Hey, say hello, James. What's your bankroll look like? Wow. What's your bankroll look like? But hey, we could have fun. Money's money, but fun is free. Yeah. Wear the suit and gym shorts. You've been watching my old videos, huh? Yeah. Well, I'll be up here with the nice suit, boom, boom. Look at this. What is this? Porcupine? You get old, you get porcupine here. I got the suit, ba ba ba, boom, boom, boom. Freaking gym shorts on and bare feet. But and sometimes I think I don't have some extravagant wardrobe, and I got to look at the old video to make sure I don't wear the same shirt 2 videos in a row. What? Geez, Joe, don't you have any clothes over there? The 3 videos in a row, you wore that blue sweater. All right. Oh well, we're all right. I'm still not bad for 60 though. You dress me up and put me on the corner, I could retrieve a good dollar. uh, Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn just seems like a beautiful word. Brooklyn is just a beautiful word. So, good question, Mr. H. How did you see yourself at 60 when you were 30? Well, when I was 30, I wasn't really forecasting that far along, just flying by the seat of my pants. My daughter was young, and I was just doing that aspect of my life, and I felt that I would be secure. I felt like I'd be secure. Then I was running crazy and just living for the day because I didn't think I was going to make it sometimes. So then my mind, then you turn into a rebel-minded person that you get a case of the efforts and you don't care. And you just, the here and now, it's good to live in the here and now, but it's also good to set up your future. Now, I'm happy with my blessings and everything, and I try not to have regrets, but academically speaking, and the knowledge of academic knowledge where I could have a great job in many different fields, things like that. But I wasted it. But maybe I can't say, you see, you could say that and look back, but maybe I would have been right into my corporate office, and then a semi truck could have smashed into me while I was living this really, you know, ideal life. So you can't say this or that, because if you're having regrets about things in the past, you don't know what you dodged in the past. You could have been doing something else that could have got you dead or hurt or something else like that. So if you're still living and made it to this point, you're cool. You're cool. Well, I could have done this, I could have done that. No, it's cool. I'll accept it. Because if you want to play the what if game, well, then the what if game could be, well, while you were doing all that in this quote unquote ideal life, you could have met a bad fate. I was involved in dangerous stuff and got out of it. So that, so I, that's great. That's great. I could have been doing things that you might thought was innocent, leading a safe and innocent life, and met my demise some other way. So you got to put everything in perspective. Does that answer your question? Good question. Maybe some of you folks that are younger in here, where do you see yourselves at 50 or 60? Mr. H, throw it down. Throw it down. So that's that. Thank you, James McCarthy. I appreciate that support. Buy stocks. Um, Kimmy, the New York Jets 15, DC White Boy, Ivan Lore, Italian Stan, where have you been? Mm. Grambino, where have you been, buddy? Thank you. AGK Banks, thank you. Just Larry, thank you. And Cheryl, thank you. Yeah, so we throw everything around here, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing. We stimulate fun, laughter, community, unity, and stimulate some type of thinking. So, well, you'll be 60 in 2 years, so I'll let you know then. All right. All right, my good people. Um, I appreciate everything. And James, uh, someday, man, maybe we'll get together and go hang out, have fun. Have fun. Tomorrow I'm burying my best buddy, the only buddy I had left. So, yeah. Um, Thank you, folks. Stay great. We got our thinking on straight, and let's take advantage of the time we do have here and enjoy every aspect of this thing called life. All right, folks. Thank you for your support. I greatly appreciate it. Dapper the Rapper, thank you for always coming in here and helping out and everybody else. So thank you, folks. Enjoy your day and stay great. And I'm on Facebook, Joseph Monte, Monte. You want to come in the messenger over there and be friends? We could talk. So thank you. I'll see you soon.